Now let's look at Digg.com. Digg.com is a social bookmarking site. It's free to sign up. It's all about content sharing, which is what all social media is about, but it's a great way to really bookmark your own content or other people's content you find interesting and just get it out there, and other people can see it, they can vote on it. It really is kind of like a popularity contest in a way. It has over 7 million users. It's a great way to promote your site by digging it. And you can bookmark your own websites, blogs, articles, video, etc. and Digg users can vote on them. Marketing on Digg. Dig things in your niche that are similar to your own things. You don't want to be only digging your own stuff. You'll be marked as a spammer and get kicked out. It just doesn't really look good. You want to have a mixture of your own stuff and other people's stuff. Dig lots of different things like videos, blogs, and articles. Yeah, a good rule of thumb is to dig about 50% of your own stuff and 50% of other people's. The links are no follow, but you can get very good direct traffic from Digg. I personally have had great results with Digg. Okay, now we're going to look at StumbleUpon.com and how to drive traffic using StumbleUpon. StumbleUpon is a social networking tool that allows you to find people with similar interests in your niche. So that's a very handy way to find other people who could potentially be your future customers. On StumbleUpon, people can stumble your content. They can write reviews of it. They can send links of your content to their friends, etc. And with StumbleUpon, the more reviews you get, the more views you'll probably get, and the higher you will appear within StumbleUpon, and ultimately you'll get more traffic. With StumbleUpon, you can create lots of high PR backlinks. You can gain more exposure for your content and your brand and your website and what you have to offer. It's a great way to generate large amounts of traffic, large amounts of targeted traffic. Marketing on StumbleUpon. Always put your very best content on StumbleUpon. And try to give away something for free. Make sure it's something of high value that people usually have to pay for. You want to create a very good first impression. You can use things like ebooks, videos, software. You can give away an e-course, for example. The aim is to really try to build a readership and a list of people in your niche. The more targeted your niche is, the higher your conversion rates. So you really want to try and find people in your niche and get them interested in your content. Try and get a traffic funnel going from StumbleUpon through to your website or blog. When creating posts, make sure you include a backlink to your site and always use your keywords. This way you'll help to increase your SEO and also help people to be able to find you easier. Building a fan base on StumbleUpon. First, let's look at how to find people easily. If you go to the tab that says Find Your Friends on StumbleUpon, it will automatically find your contacts from your email accounts. Or you can also search by country or city if you go to Browse People. This is a great way of finding people if your product or service is more targeted towards people in a certain geographical area or city. You can also search by people's categories and interests. So this is probably what you want to do the most, because you want to find people already in your niche, people who are already interested maybe in what you might have to offer. You can also create a blog using StumbleUpon, but make sure you fill out your profile and make a few posts before adding friends. You always want to make a good first impression. There's also a place you can go to called StumbleExchange.com, where you can do a review for someone else and they'll then do a review for you. So that's a great way of building up reviews and ultimately gaining more views. The more reviews you have, the more you'll show up and the more traffic you'll get. So ultimately, the more stumbles you get, the more traffic you'll get. Alright, so that's the end of this video, and next we'll move on to the action plan and all the little steps you've got to take to get started with social media marketing. Okay, now we're going to go through an action plan of the steps you should take to try and get started with social media marketing. First thing you got to do is create accounts at all the social media sites that we've covered in this video series, and then join any relevant groups in your niche. Then you want to add and find friends in your target niche who have similar interests to your own, people who could be interested in what you have to offer, people who could be your potential customers in the future. Then try to participate and interact with everyone. Be interesting, be controversial and opinionated. Don't try to be neutral. You want to, create interest in yourself and your brand and your product. You want to stand out from the rest, because social media is incredibly fast, and due to its viral nature, if people like your content, they will soon let other people know. Always be real, be yourself, be someone people can relate to and like. Try to be a leader in your niche, someone people go to for answers. Remember to always build relationships first and then try to sell to them. Don't hard sell, but always remember to include calls to action. Share plenty of good quality information. Be generous and give away things to your followers and friends that's of good value. Build your brand and promote yourself and your products. Build recognition. Be the obvious choice for products and services in your niche. You want to build a brand that people know and trust. The overall goal is to create a fan base of followers and friends and create a readership of your social media profiles and pages, which will help to create a traffic funnel to your main money-making website or blog. With social media, because of its huge popularity, you have the ability to create a fan base and generate traffic that is not only quality and targeted, but also quantity if you approach this right. This can create a long-term sustainable traffic source that is highly targeted and very profitable. So thank you for watching, and I wish you all the best with your social media marketing. So why is social media marketing so profitable? Well, it really comes down to the large amount of people you can reach through social media. For example, YouTube has about 1 billion views per day. Facebook has over 400 million users. MySpace has about 200 million users. Twitter has 100 million users. And the great thing about social media is that it really allows you to interact and build relationships with potential customers and clients before trying to sell to them. Because in the end, people would rather buy from other people they already know and trust and have an existing relationship with, not so much from big faceless companies. Businesses and companies are spending more and more money on social media as they're realizing its potential and potential to make money and brand themselves. And the other great thing about social media is that it's very fast. It's fast and viral, and it allows you to reach a large amount of people in a very short amount of time. So what are the desired results from this course? The goal is to brand yourself and your business and your products through social media platforms, and build a large fan base of potential clients, and also build a large high quality list of contacts, and ultimately drive large amounts of traffic to your website or blog. Potential pitfalls. Why do most people fail? Number one is hard selling. People don't like to be hard sold to in social media. You need to build a relationship up with the customer before trying to sell to them. And also, second one, trying to sell too soon. It's another mistake. Try to offer lots of value and content and try to get to know people, build up a reputation, a brand and a relationship before selling. Spamming. A lot of people make this mistake. They think social media is a place where they can just send out their links, sending out their affiliate links, trying to get as much exposure as possible. But often this doesn't work with social media. A lot of people don't respond well to this, and also it can get you banned from a lot of the social media sites. And using automated software. This can be good in some cases, keeping things organized, maybe like auto tweeting where you like load up your tweets first or something. But ultimately in social media you want to be involved, be active, have a personal touch to it. So often that's not a great thing to do. Alright, so let's look at what's covered in this training course. First we're going to look at Facebook, and then we're going to look at Twitter, YouTube, MySpace, StumbleUpon, Digg, and lastly we're going to go through an action plan where I lay out all the steps that you can take to get started with social media marketing. Okay, now let's look at Twitter and why Twitter has so much potential. Twitter has millions of users and views. It's quick and easy content, only 140 characters long in your tweets. Everything's up to date and in real time, and you have the ability to link to other sites in your tweets. Setting up your Twitter profile. Always use your real name if possible, not something like Web Solutions Guy 411 or something. You don't want to let people think that that's what you're all about. I mean, you want to come across as being a real person, not a company or some kind of website outfit or something. Have an interesting bio, try to be funny if you can, and always be opinionated and controversial, much like what I talked about with Facebook. In your profile pic, smile and look friendly and approachable. That's important. Follow real people, not companies. That's really important too. What to tweet about. A great way to generate interest is to ask a lot of questions and post surveys. Can get people talking. You can tweet about personal stuff, but make sure you make it interesting. Hot topics, stuff in the news. You could search for popular content and bring it to other people's attention, e.g. like searching for popular things on Digg or popurls.com or something. Retweet interesting stuff. Post motivational quotes. A lot of people find that very interesting, they like that. Stay away from politics and religion again. Showing your personality. Be opinionated, never just neutral. Develop your own style, way of writing. This goes for all social media, I think. Just if someone has a certain way of talking or writing, it can be very memorable and will help people recognize your brand in the future. Be different and stand out. This will help to attract interested people and people who are similar, people in your niche as well. Be helpful and give value. That's very important. And also be entertaining and fun. It's a combination of being helpful, giving value, also providing entertainment and interest, at the same time trying to get across your message of what you have, what you're about, and what you've got to offer. Try to be a leader in your niche and support your followers' goals and offer helpful advice. Be the person that they come to when they've got a question about something in your niche. That's what you ultimately want to be. Your first tweets. Make 5 tweets before you follow anyone, because once you follow someone, often they just follow you back, and when they get to your profile, if there's no tweets or anything, it's often pretty boring. Give value and show personality. Be funny if you can. You don't actually have to be a funny person, but you can just find funny things on the internet to post. Yeah, post entertaining things. Yeah, stay away from politics and religion, like I said. Try not to talk too much about selling or making money or anything like that. If that's your niche, I mean, that's good, but try not to come across as a sales, like you're trying to sell something to them. You know, you want to help them make more money. You know, take that approach. Building Twitter followers. Search Twitter, search.twitter.com. Search by your niche's keywords for targeted followers. Follow other people first, like I said, and usually they'll follow you back. Try to follow influential and important people in your niche who have a lot of followers. And try to aim to follow about 50 to 70 people per day. I know it sounds like a lot, but it's actually pretty easy. And try to follow people during Twitter's peak times, like 1 to 3 p.m. and 6 to 10 p.m. I think it's American time. And you'll get a higher acceptance rate because more people will be online. They're more likely to just accept you if they're already online, you know. Effective Twitter marketing. Tweet pics. You know, it's very popular, it brings more attention. Try to use symbols in your tweets to add more interest, make you stand out. Use numbers, lists, stats. People seem to be interested in that. You can do things like pointing an arrow to your links, like this one here, make you stand out from the rest of the tweets in your followers' newsfeed, because I have like a bunch of tweets, so you want to make it stand out. Try to compliment and comment on people's tweets, reply to their questions, and show interest in others. Like I said, stay involved and active. Ask questions and be controversial. You know, ask very controversial questions. Not something that's offensive, but something that's going to get people talking. And also tweet at the peak times, which I said was 1 to 3 p.m. and 6 to 10 p.m. Encouraging retweets. Retweeting is when you tweet something and then someone takes that and tweets it on their profile. So retweeting is a very viral way of gaining more exposure. Try to string your URLs first to make it easier for people to retweet. Reciprocity. When you retweet other people's stuff, they often retweet yours to return the favor. If you have some really popular tweets, direct message some popular followers of yours or someone with a lot of followers of their own and ask them to retweet it for you. But make sure it's not selling anything and it really provides value. Otherwise, people won't want to retweet it and it won't look very good. Building your business with Twitter. So make sure you send your Twitter traffic to your website, your blog, your Facebook fan page, your other social media pages, like your MySpace page, your YouTube channel. You just want everything kind of interlinked, like sending your traffic to all your different social media accounts and pages. Articles and press releases. Use your other social media pages to advertise your Twitter and gain followers. And also you could advertise your Twitter to your email list. You can put in your signature, etc.